Welcome to the channel, 164 scale resin fans. Today we have an Error 404 of a Diablo in silver, but it turns out the real car is white, and I'm pretty sure Error 404 probably started with that color. But I dismissed it because I don't really like white models because you can't see all the details. So I prefer things with some darker shading, but I don't like black either because then it's too reflective and it's hard to see. Okay, well anyways, I found this article here written by Toby Thayer on Speed Hunters, and this is called the Madlane Diablo, the White Devil of Okayama. If you're Caucasian, do you find that offensive? The world's so politically correct now. Look at this. There's some sort of sticker. Maybe that's some sort of quality or genuine product sticker or something. We have this crazy foil box. And crafted in China. I don't think Error 404 is licensed. But if it's a custom car, do you even need licensing? I don't know. This box is taped on. Let's see. We're going to use this website to compare photos to because they're good photos here. I'm not going to take this off the base. Oh, sorry. Hit my phone mount there. Guess I'll just leave it there. Alright, so let's see. There's a lot of photos here. Madlane is a custom shop. And this is the guy, I guess, that runs it. Seems pretty young. Let's try this photo. I think I need to make this article smaller. There we go. There's a nice comparison here. Let me get this camera in closer. Alright. Rear view. Look at the exhaust pipes coming out the center back there. Oh, side view. Very good. Unfortunately, this model has black wheels, so really hard to see those wheels. Crazy Alcantara interior. So, custom front end, wing bonnet, carbon light covers, carbon inside of the mirrors, looking good. Huh. Yeah, I guess we already saw the rear like that, didn't we? Well, that's interesting. A little detail there. These are cool wheels. They're like Bugatti wheels. Called the Rad 48s. That looks pretty good. Okay. I think that's probably enough photo comparisons. Anyways, if you want to learn about the real car, this is the website to do it. Maybe get around 620 horsepower out of that V12. Okay, let's send that. And let me reset the camera here to this angle. Alright, well, the wheel is nicely molded. I just wish it was a different color. There actually is some sort of printing on it, and it's probably Madlane and whatever that other thing was on the real wheel. You can see the red center knockoff with the silver dot in the middle of that. That looks pretty good. Can't really tell if I don't think I got the flashlight. I wonder if those spoke holes are actually passing air. Look at the far wheel. think they're blanked off. I don't see any light getting through. Okay. So the silver paint seems pretty nice. Doesn't seem too flaky. Seems okay. There seems to be a black stripe running across the whole bottom of the car. Maybe that's like, but I can't say that looks like carbon fiber. I'm not sure if it's supposed to though either. It just looks black. So the side windows, super thin plastic. You can see right through to the other side, nice and easy. This mirror, yeah, it does have the little black carbon accent in the middle of it. I think it actually is a carbon texture too. Oh boy, hold on. Yeah. Wow, sorry for the wobbly camera. It's on a spring mount. So yeah, that's realistic to that photograph we saw. And now look at those wheels. Maybe they are passing air. They're just funky in their design. And then you can see, yeah, it does say Madlane or Madlane or something there. Alright, this vent here, it's got probably a separate piece in there because the color separation is so good. Maybe it's molded plastic. That must be the fuel filler, right? And that's actually going inset. It's three-dimensional. You can see the rivets, or the screws. And then we have a rectangle here. I'm going to assume that's like the Lamborghini or the styling house. I don't know who styled the Diablo. Oh boy, my camera can't deal with the black and silver contrast. So I'm now noticing the lip of the rim is chrome. I didn't even notice that before. And then the tire is very sunken down. Like you can't even see the top of the tire. But it's slammed to the ground, that's for sure. And I'm not a fan of the knobbies. Yeah, I wish I didn't see the treads from the side. The front one, it's not as noticeable. You really can't notice it on the front one so much. Alright, wrapping around to the front, we got a red tow hook sticking out there, photo etched, nice and thin. The grill there has a separate piece, nice color separation, and then those brake vents as well must be separate pieces because if there's paint, then you'd see like some sort of overrun or lack of paint. Then we have some clear inserts here, probably for the turn signals. The Lambo badge looks pretty good. Let's see if I can focus on that. Yeah, that's a good Lambo badge. Not bad. This nameplate, there's around 300 of this silver color. Alright. And then it's got this sticker of a carbon graphic. So, pleasantly, there's no moving parts on this thing, so the panel gaps are all even. I do kind of feel that they look big, though. Those are big panel gaps. Yeah. These are bigger than a lot of die-cast cars. So I'm not sure why they made these panel gaps so big. Probably because the model was white originally, and they needed to cover up the model properly, but I know they can do better than this. Those are some of the widest panel gaps, and I think of it in 164 resin. Alright, the NACA ducts are nice. There seem to have some black paint in there. Same with these vents here. These vents are textured, so maybe those are inserts. Okay, so the wiper blade is photo etched metal, but it's also bent perpendicular to the windscreen, so that's very nicely done. I originally thought that said Mad Latte, but it's Madlane, and so that matches very nicely. You have a thin metal piece for the window molding on top of this packaging type plastic, and the blackout of this is printed on the back side. So this side of the car, no problems that I can see, which is nice. Okay, there's some sort of rubber grommet or something. The wing, look, it's got photo etched struts, super thin. Also the end plates. And then the top of the wing, yeah, it's curved like a wing. So wow, we got a nice grill here for the rear end. Let me get the flashlight again, see if there's anything back there. I don't see any color, but you can clearly see as I move. There's a lot of air behind that grill, so some sort of depth behind it. The exhaust pipes are very round. I'm going to guess those are actually metal pieces painted black, because I don't think you can, I'm not sure if you can reliably mold plastic tubes that thin. There's a license plate holder, but there's no license plate, which is kind of weak. The carbon here for the taillights looks good, And then you got these white taillights themselves, which are transparent plastic with some silver back there. Not bad. But I kind of feel maybe a light bulb indication would have been nice. And then this little area is passing all the way through, I think. It's pretty deep at least. Yeah, I think it's going all the way through. Alright, so underneath this wing we have some NACA ducts I can see, and also some venting with maybe inserts. You can see that grill pattern again, also way up there. So that's nice. So look at those NACA ducts from this side. So those NACA ducts do have inserts. I'm gonna guess it looks like there's grill texture in those. Same with these, inserted. Same with these. Same with the, well, oh, wait, is that paint? No, you can hear a texture. I think you can see the texture there. So there's like 8 inserts there for those 8 vents. That's very impressive. That's a lot of work. You can see the side windows also have a raised photo etch piece on top of the plastic. This goes in quite a bit. I wasn't aware the Diablo was like that. Okay, I guess that's it for the outside. It pretty much seems perfect. I don't remember any flaws sticking out. Okay, well the interior is obviously very bright red. Kind of, it's not the maroon of that Alcantara photo, but it's red, I would say, to the naked eye. And now the challenge. Let's see what we can see inside of this thing. Hold on. Get this camera in there close and close. Where's my flashlight? Alright. So we got a big Lambo crest on the steering wheel. A racing steering wheel looks like. A stick shifter, 3-dimensional. The middle console there has a whole bunch of switches, it looks like. So very nice. The instrument panel also has white gauges. What about the far side? That's a great cartoon comic book strip. But red seats. I'm trying to see the door panels. Where's the flashlight now? Man, that windscreen is so shallow I can't get light in there. Let's try from this side. It's really hard to get light through these tiny windows. I can't. Maybe through the back? I guess it's because it's a black door panel. That's what makes it so difficult to see. Alright, there's maybe a speaker there on the door panel? I don't know. Cushions. Okay, there's this black center console, but there's a red armrest. It actually looks like a different color, almost like an orange armrest. Alright. The seats, you can see the passenger seat at least, there's a big air hole underneath the headrest. But there's no indication of seat belts, nor seat belt buckles, so that's omitted. Trying to see if there's... No, there's really no rear window, so I'm looking for gas pedals and stuff, but I don't think you could see them even if they were there. So that's no big deal if there's not there. I do like that dashboard though. Now I see 2 other clocks there on the left. And then the black venting on the dash is pretty good too. Not bad. So a couple of Kyosho Diablos here. So we have the Diablo GTR, which I believe came out in the year 2000. And then we have the J-Lock Diablo. J-Lock Japan Lamborghini Owners Club, where they race these things around. So Kyoshos are really good considering their original price. It's really impressive what they did. It's just unfortunate Kyosho just doesn't care about 164 anymore. They just trickle out models, but they're all old castings to my understanding. So, alright, let me get some resins out here. One of my favorites is this guy from LB Works. It's got this Japanese Mitsubishi Zero fighter livery on it. I wish the wheels weren't black though. But my favorite model of all my models probably is a Terza Millennio by MR Collection. Even though it's not a real car, it's a cool looking car, and this paint job is just nuts. So I'm pretty yeah. I still say this is probably my favorite model in my collection. And you can look up how many videos I have here. There's over 1,000 videos of realistic looking cars, I think, in my collection now. And then a whole bunch of crazy looking cartoon things. Alright, well, that's it. If you want to search those out, they're going to be hard to find these two exact ones because they're, well, there's 1,000 of these green ones here, I guess. But this MR collection doesn't say, but I'm gonna guess there's a few hundred. Definitely not 1,000. This thing looks like a spaceship in this silver color. So Error 404, another great job. I'm not sure if I've ever complained reviewing your models. Yeah, I complain in almost all my reviews. This thing has so many inserted vents. There's so many different pieces to represent these vents. It's quite a lot of work. There's a lot of pieces in this thing. My only gripe is the fact that you chose to use black wheels. We got to get away from that. You know, those are nicely molded wheels, I'm sure, but it's really hard to appreciate them because they're black. I mean, I think even if the wheels were silver, that would have been nicer. Or go crazy and make them the same red as that interior. I'm kind of a little bit sad now that I didn't bother buying the white version, if it did exist, now that I know this is a real car. But, oh well, I'm still happy I have this. So, I'm sure you guys can still track one of these down. If not, they're going to come out with another color later on. Maybe like a sky blue would be nice. Alright, well thanks for watching everyone. We'll see you in the next Lamborghini video.